The first exercise we'll go over when recovering from an ankle injury is ankle plantar flexion. For this, you'll need a band if you have one. If you do not have a band, don't worry. You can simply skip ahead to the calf raises exercise. If you do have a band, loop it around the ball of your foot and pull tension on the band using your hands. Don't pull too hard. Make sure you start with a lower tension to see how you can tolerate the resistance. You can always add tension as you go. For this exercise, you'll simply push your toes down towards the floor as if you're pushing on a gas pedal. Make sure that you're in control of the motion throughout. Don't let the band pull you around. The next exercise we'll go over is ankle eversion, or pointing your pinky toes out. For this exercise, if you do not have a band, simply lie on your side in a way that you can point your pinky toes up towards the ceiling. All you need to do is point your pinky toes towards the ceiling and slowly bring your foot back down. Make sure that you allow yourself to go through the full range of motion and allow your big toe to come down as far as you can. Again, make sure you're in control of this motion throughout the entire process. If you do have access to a band, keep it looped around the ball of your foot, as you did with plantar flexion. Then use your opposite foot to pull the band away from your big toe and point your pinky toes outward. Again, make sure that you're in control of the motion throughout and not letting the band pull you around. Our next exercise is very similar to the last one, but we'll be moving in the opposite direction. So again, if you do not have a band, simply lie on your side, but this time do so in a way that allows you to point your big toe up towards the ceiling. Then go ahead and point your big toe up towards the ceiling and slowly allow your foot to come back down in a very controlled fashion. Make sure you allow yourself to go through the full range of motion, bringing that pinky toe down as far as you can, and continue repeating this motion. If you do have a band, loop it around the ball of your foot as you did with the last two banded exercises. Then you'll cross your healthy leg over the bad leg to use your foot as the fulcrum and wrap the band around there to allow yourself to pull tension in a more lateral direction. Point your big toes away from your healthy foot and continue repeating this motion. Next, we'll go over calf raises, a seemingly simple exercise. However, to get more of a benefit from this exercise, try doing it on a step or firm elevated surface so that you may drop your heels below parallel with the floor to get a calf stretch as well. Propel yourself upwards through your toes and the ball of your feet. Slowly allow yourself to come back down, focusing on the eccentric contraction as you return to your start position. Be sure to have something nearby that you can help stabilize yourself if you feel off balance. It's okay to hold on to something throughout, just try not to put your weight into that object. Next, we'll go over toe raises. For this exercise, you'll want to lean against a wall to start with your feet about shoulder width apart. You can put some of your weight into the wall, but still maintain weight over your feet. Slowly pick your toes up as high as you can off the floor and return them back to your start position. Be sure to keep your toes in line with one another so that you're not rotating your foot or allowing your big toe or pinky toe to be higher than the rest of your toes. You can continue repeating this exercise until you feel fatigued. This exercise is called the weight-bearing lunge. For this exercise, your goal is to get your knee as far over your toe as you can while keeping it in line with the middle of your foot. You'll want to be a couple of inches away from a wall. You can put some of your weight into your hands to help maintain your balance. keep your toe perpendicular to the wall. You want to make sure that you keep your foot completely flat on the floor throughout the entire motion. If your heel lifts up, your foot is too far away from the wall. Make sure to test yourself from the good side to the bad side so you know what your normal range of motion is. Your goal is to be able to touch your kneecap to the wall, again, without your foot coming off the floor at all. You can keep scooting back if you feel the motion you just attempted was easy. Toe dissociation looks simple, but once you try it, you'll realize it can be quite difficult. The goal here is simply to pick up your small toes while leaving your big toe on the floor, and to pick up your big toe while leaving all of your small toes on the floor. You can do this alternating. You can do one foot at a time. You can do both feet at a time. It's really up to you with whatever you are able to control and feel comfortable doing. The last exercise we'll go over for ankle rehab is an arch crunch. The goal of this exercise is to drive the ball of your foot and the heel of your foot towards each other in order to raise the arch of your foot. This exercise activates the small, deep muscles in the arch of your foot that are very hard to contract. You may feel some cramping in the arch of your foot, which is normal, but allow that to determine how many reps you do. Try your best not to curl your toes, as that can inhibit muscle contraction of the muscles we want to activate with this exercise.